All you need today is you and maybe a mat. So join me on the mat and let's get stronger. Here we go. Okay, go ahead and stand with those feet right under those hips. Roll those shoulders back and down. I want you to engage your quads. Pull those kneecaps up. Find those low abdominals. Big breath in. Reach those arms tall to the ceiling. Exhale, press away. We're going to do that one more time. Reach long, press, inhale. Now exhale, let's forward fold. Bring it down. Tent those hands on the ground. Lift those hips. Lift your chest. Drop down and slowly roll it back up. Let's do that again. Reach those arms long. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down. Give me that half lift. Take it down and roll it on up. Feel each vertebrae move as you come on up and with those shoulders. This time reach those arms long. Hold them there and give me a side bend. Feeling those muscles stretch. Bring it back center. Exhale, side bend. Bring it back center. Forward fold. There it is. Swan dive down. Give me that half lift. Stretch long. Take it down. Roll it on up. And with that shoulder roll, give me a big breath. This time we're going to take those hands right behind your head, pressing those elbows back. We're going to go into that side bend and bring it center. Side bend, other side. Bring it center. Side bend each side one more time for me. And then we're going to add a little bit of a twist. We're going to drop into our side here. Slowly rotate through that top shoulder. Bring it on down. Open up the chest and pull up. There it is. Let's do that again. Switch directions this time. Drop down, rotate through it. Open the chest. Feel that low back stretch. If it's too low for you, then just go halfway. So halfway you would go right about here and bring it around. Open up. Now one more time, all the way around. Back up to center and hold. Press those arms. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right away, let's roll it on up. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulder roll. Big breath. Hold those arms at the top. Take those hands behind those ears. Side bend one time each side. Single side bend. Now we're going to go side bend here and rotate all the way around. We're going to do that for 2 turns. Here's the second one. We're going to hold it. Press those arms up. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Hold here. Go ahead and tent those fingers down. I'm going to move on to my mat. I want you to go long through your spine. Press your tailbone up to the ceiling. Draw those bellies in. Grip on with those toes. Strength through those shoulders. We're going to walk out to plank. Hold it here. Really come up on those toes here. Draw your navel in. Lift to down dog. Let's walk it out. Now we have a couple options here. You can jump or you can walk your feet back in. Sink down in those heels. Come to plank, rolling through your spine. Little set back and then hop it forward. Sit back in those heels, lift to chair. Rise tall, inhale. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the heart. Tent those fingers, give me that half lift again. Place those hands down on the mat and step it back. Hold that plank. Draw in through your navel right here. Down in those heels. Walk it out. We're starting to warm up. Starts to feel good, doesn't it? Sink down in those heels. Come on up to those toes. Back to plank. Little sit back in those legs. Hop or walk forward. Sit back in those heels, lift those arms, chair, rise tall. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. You're gonna give me that half lift. Lengthen your spine here, grippy with those toes. Place those hands down. Now walk or jump back to plank. Lift to down dog. Walk it out, right, left. Good. Sink down in those heels. Lift to toes. Come to plank. Sit back in your heels. Hop or walk. Down and lift, chair. Squeeze those knees tight. Lift, tall to mountain. Give me a little back bend this time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Give me that half lift. Lengthen your spine. Hands down, walk or hop. Hold. Lift up into down dog. Walk it out. Sink down into those heels. Lift to those toes. Roll to plank. Little squat back. Walk or jump. Sit back in those heels. Lift to chair. Rise to mountain. There's that back bend. Press up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Give me a half lift. Hands down on the mat. Now walk or jump back. Stick that landing. Drive up, down dog. Walk it out. And hold down in those heels. Go ahead and lift to those toes for me in down dog. Drawing up through your navel. Feel your toes flex here. Now on your exhale, sink back into those heels. We're gonna come back to plank. Taking our left foot forward, step back in your left heel. Engage your core and lift your arms up. We're coming to high lunge here. We want to press back in our heel. Draw that core in tight. Lift those arms long up by those ears. Maybe a little back bend here. It is a small one. It's just enough to open that core, open that hip flexor up. But this time on our exhale, we're gonna go ahead and hinge forward, coming to our toes on our back foot. Lengthening our arm, loading that front left leg. Draw those shoulders down away from your ears. Strong bodies right here. Let's do that again. Sink back in your heel, rise up to high lunge. Hold. Now our weight is in our heel on that front left. Draw those arms, lift energy through those fingers. Big breath. On your exhale, we're gonna hinge forward, coming up to those toes on that back foot, loading that front leg. But this time we have a little switch up. We're gonna slowly lift up into our warrior three and hold. Taking that right hip, drop it down. Breathe through it, find your balance. Bring those thumbs to your heart. Inhale, lengthen through that left leg. Flex your right foot, set it back down, and rise up into high lunge. Hold. There it is. Can you get a little lower in that front leg? Go ahead, come up to your toes on that right. Hinge forward again for me. Press through it. You are a straight line from your toes to your head. Big breath in, sit back, rise up. And on your next exhale, windmill those arms down and step back into plank. Go ahead and reset. We're going to switch those legs this time. We're going to take that right leg, pick it up and bring it forward. Lifting through your core always. Keep that low back out of it. Loading that right front, pulling those arms back. Same moves here. Lengthen through that back leg. You saw how mine was just a tad bit bent? That is normal. So we got to engage our quads. Big breath. And on our exhale, come to your toes on that left leg. Hinge forward. You are a straight line. Loading that right hip. Energy through your arms. Squeeze those triceps. Hold those shoulders back and down. Go ahead and lift tall, sink back into your heel. Reach those arms. Opening the chest. Don't forget you can do a little back bend there. Inhale. This time we power on up and we find our balance. Hinging forward, take your time. We all have one leg that's better than the other. So slowly get there. Yeah, press those thumbs into your sternum. Core engaged, drop that left hip towards the floor. Flex your left foot. Go ahead and set it back down. Lifting into your high lunge. Hold. Woo, that right front. It is getting worked. Big breath. And on that exhale, hinge forward. Come to those toes. Lengthen. There it is. Strong arms. On your next exhale, sit up. Reach those arms tall. Press back into your left heel. Big breath. Exhale, windmill those arms down. And step it back into plank. Lift to that down dog. And hold. Here comes your big strength section. From here, I want you to walk your dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Take a moment to press those fingertips into the floor. Taking pressure off the wrists. We are going to be asking those shoulders to do a lot. We're going to ask those hips to do a lot. And the core. Go ahead and sink down into those heels. Let's take that right leg first, keeping your right foot flexed, pick it on up. Keeping those hips square with the floor. Go ahead and point your toes, bend your right knee. Rotate and open up. Open your hip, letting your side stretch. On your exhale, we're going to slowly drop into plank, taking that right leg all the way across our body, tapping the left elbow. And then press back up to three-legged dog. Hold. There it is. Set those hips back up. Bend your right knee. Open your hip now. Let it stretch. Inhale. And on your exhale, slowly come back to plank, taking that right knee to your right elbow. Press it back up. Hold your three-legged dog. Square your hips. Dig those fingers in. You got this. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Good. Take that right knee down as you go lower to plank. Bring it to your nose. There it is. But now press it back up into your three-legged dog. Good. Square your hips. Do those little body checks. Bend your right knee. Open your hip up. Good. Hold here. And on that exhale, let's extend back up into that three-legged dog. Take that right knee to your nose, into plank. Go ahead and set that right foot down. Drop into your left knee. Little break with those arms. Twist into it. So my right arm has reached to the ceiling. Drop that right arm down to the inside of your right foot. Take your right foot back to tiger pose. Press up. Those hands are in front of those shoulders. Big breath. Lift your chest. Tuck your toes on your left foot and press into your three-legged dog. Bend your right knee. Open your hip. Big breath. And on that exhale, extend your right leg back straight. Come to plank, keeping your right leg straight, and lower all the way to the mat. Press those arms forward and lift to cobra. Whew, little break, little breather. And now we have to do the other side, right? Yes. No, I should change that. We get to do the other side. Go ahead and drop your chest, pull your arms back. Tuck those toes. One fluid motion. Press up into plank. Lift to down dog. Walk it out. There it is. All right, sink down into those heels. Set it up right away. Left foot comes up. Flex that foot. Press into your heel. Point your toes. Bend your left knee. Open your left hip. You might hear some pops, some cracks. That's normal. Open those joints. Inhale. Exhale, come to plank. Take that left leg through to your right elbow. And press it back up. Hold three-legged dog. Bend your left leg. Open your left knee. Open the hips. Squeeze the right quad. Exhale, come to plank. Left knee to left elbow. Go ahead and press up. Hold three-legged dog. Square your hips with the floor. Then bend your left knee. Then open your left hip. Inhale deep. Exhale, come knee to nose. Hold. Press it right back up. Power right there. Be deliberate about each move. Bend your left knee. Open your left hip. Good. On that exhale, we're going to extend. Bring that knee into your nose and set it down. Drop into your right knee. Open your left hand. Extend strong. Give those hips a little break. Big breath. Exhale, drop down. Hands to the inside of your left knee. Take that left leg around into tiger pose. Set those hands up in front of your shoulders. Tuck your right toes under. Keep that left leg high. Big breath. Exhale, press up, three-legged dog. Go ahead and bend that left leg. Point those toes. Open your hip. Perfect. Now we're going to extend that left leg straight out. Come back to plank, keeping it elevated. Slowly lower down. And press those arms forward. Lift to cobra. Little stretch. Inhale deep, fill those lungs. And on your exhale, drop your chest. Slide your hands back, tuck your toes. Press up to plank. Lift to down dog. Set it up right away with those shoulders. Nobody wants them around their ears. Pressing into your heels, we're just going to alternate. Leg lifts. Your leg lifts are slow and controlled. If you feel like your hips are opening as you lift your leg, maybe don't lift as high. Feel those glutes turn on as you lift. Give me 2 more on each side. 4 total. Last set. 1 more. Hold here. Inhale deep. And on that exhale, come to your toes. Knees apart. Sit back, child's pose. Nice and easy, start to walk those hands back, lifting your chest, sitting back on those hips. Oh, shoulder roll. Give me 1 more. Those shoulders worked hard. Go ahead and place those hands down. Tuck those toes under. Lift your hips, walk your hands back. And come all the way up to stand. We're going to take those legs wide. And I just want you to start moving side to side. Opening those hips up. We're going to let those arms shake out for a minute because they're done. We're just going to finish those legs up. Let's hold. Go ahead and hold this side. I want you to walk your foot in so your foot and your knee are in a straight line. Knee to hip is in a straight line. You're going to lift up to those toes. There it is. Open your chest. Take those arms wide. Spread them out. Hold strong. Now lift those arms straight up and hold. Can you sink a little lower into this leg? Can you reach your arms a little taller? Nice. Now we're going to take that heel, drop it down, rise slowly, and give me a back bend. Ever so small. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold. There it is. Shake out that neck. Tuck that belly button in, roll it on up. Set those shoulders side to side. Shake those legs. I want your toes light here. Really concentrate on grounding through those heels. This time, let's hold. Opposite side. Check your position. Knee over your toes, and then in line with your hip. Lift your heel. Press those arms, open your chest. Watch your low back, careful it doesn't arch right here. Keeping your core nice and strong. Take those arms, reach them long. Sink a little lower in your leg. Ask those legs to hold on tight. Go ahead and drop back into your heel. Press all the way up through your heel. Exhale to back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head. Let those arms relax. Roll it up. Shoulder roll side to side. Oh, we're going to do that one more time on each side. Sitting back in your heels. We're going to ask a little more. Let's hold it here. Hold. Check your form right away. Open your chest. Keep that heel grounded for now. Press those arms out. Take those shoulder blades. Draw them back. Hold. What's that core doing? Keep it out of your low back. Now let's lift that heel. Yes, lift your chest a little more. Extend those arms up long. Hold. Can you get them straight? Can you get them pulled back by your ear? Yes, yes you can. Now drop into your heel. Rise, inhale. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. A little shake out with that head. Roll it on up. Side to side. You have one more left. That's it. Give me one more side to side and we're gonna hold. Again, form quality over quantity. Keep that heel grounded. Open the chest. Spread the fingers long. Reach for those opposing walls. Good, lift your chest, draw your shoulders. Now take that heel and lift it up. Sitting a little taller through your chest. A little stronger through your core. Extend your arms up by those ears. Sink a little lower in your leg. Ask those toes to grip on. You can finish strong. Drop into your heel. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Stand. Exhale to back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out with your head. Go ahead and draw that navel in, roll it up. Shake those legs out side to side. We're going to go ahead and hold here, but don't worry, we're all done. Open your hip, take those hands to the floor, pivot on that back leg, and step back into plank. Draw up through your belly button for one more down dog. Keeping those feet together, knees come out, and sit back into your child's pose. Take note of how you feel right here, how much longer you feel. Flatten out your back, lift your tailbone to the ceiling, and slowly walk those hands back. You did it. Pull those knees in for me. And we're gonna sit on our heels, lifting our chest. We just wanna open the front of the shoulder right here. Clasp those hands, draw them back and down. Sliding those shoulder blades with it. Squeezing them together as if you had a pencil right between the middle of your back. Lift your chin slightly. Maybe close your mouth here. Feeling the stretch up your neck. Start to slow your breath. I don't know about you, but I'm huffing a little bit. Now we're going to release those arms and give me a big shoulder roll. Back and down. Open to cactus. And drop your elbows down. Do it again for me. Reach long. Exhale, drop into cactus. And elbows down. Placing those hands down, we're going to come up, taking our right foot forward first. I want you to focus on your hip here. Those hips worked hard. We're going to tuck our hips under and then press forward. That's going to get that hip flexor stretched. We're going to take those hands one more time, draw them back and down, slide them down. Lift your heart to the ceiling, holding that hip position, holding those shoulder blades together, opening the front of the body. And then on our exhale, we're going to come back to center, shake it out, tuck those hips one more time, press forward. I moved my foot forward just a little bit more so my knee is over my heel. And I'm going to take a deep breath in. But this time, my right leg is forward. I'm going to rotate towards that right. Drawing my right arm back and down. Squeezing in my oblique. Opening my left hip. Go ahead and spread those arms out long. Inhale back to center. Straighten out that right front. Drawing those toes up. Hinging forward at the hip. Keeping your back nice and flat. You're going to feel it all the way down the back of the leg. Draw those toes up towards your head. And when you're ready on your exhale, reach those hands to the mat, round your back. Slowly bring it on up. End with that shoulder roll. And switch those legs. Go ahead and set up here. Remember, first thing we do, tuck those hips, press forward. Feel that hip flexor open. Grab those shoulders or hands, drawing your shoulders down. Lifting your chin. How does this side feel different than the other? Was it easier? Is it harder? Is it a little tighter? Start to find those little imbalances. And go ahead and come out of it. Give me that big shoulder roll. Drop into cactus. Hold. And release it. Press those hips forward, keeping them tucked. Big breath. Exhale into cactus, hold. Hold that cactus this time. Letting that right hip relax, that right quad. I know sometimes we like to hold on tight because we're afraid we're going to fall over. We're close to the ground, so it's okay. Reach those arms, big breath. And on our exhale, come back and hold it here. One more time, set those hips. Press forward. Reach those arms long. This time we're going to twist into that left leg, taking that right to the outside, pressing your left arm to the back. Feeling the stretch through your midsection. Feeling that spine rotate. It worked hard today. Good. Go ahead and press out and release, big breath. And on our exhale, you're going to press those hips back, lengthen that front leg. Draw those toes up, hinge forward at the hip. Hold. Feeling the stretch up the back of the leg first. Keeping your spine long. And on your next exhale, go ahead and drop down, rounding your back. Lifting ever so slightly, you're going to pull that left leg back and sit back onto your heels. Stacking your spine here. Give me one big breath in. And on your exhale, press away. I hope you had an amazing workout, and I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.